Well, the Oscar ballots have dropped, and Shape of Water, shot in Toronto and Hamilton, got 13 nods, but we're here to talk to Mark Daniell about the biggest snubs and surprises.
The biggest snubs and surprises. Wonder Woman, one of the highest grossing movies of the year, omitted for Best Picture. It was also one of the best reviewed movies of the year. Patty Jenkins also left out. Apparently you can't nominate two women for Best Director.
Well,
Patty Jenkins.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Who did get a Best Director nomination?
Greta Gerwig for Lady Bird. She's the 5th woman ever to be nominated for a Best Director Oscar. I mean, look, clearly deserving, but Patty Jenkins took the reins of a superhero franchise and turned it into something that globally was loved by a lot of people.
And in terms of biggest surprises, do you have a number one in that category?
You know what? My biggest surprise is also kind of a snub. It's Tom Hanks. I mean, Tom Hanks hasn't been nominated for an Oscar in 17 years. A lot of people thought he was going to get nominated for The Post. He was left off. Also James Franco for The Disaster Artist. A lot of those sexual assault allegations that came against him came after, in the days leading up to the ballots being due.
And some of the, I, Tonya, Best Picture, let's talk about that category. I, Tonya left out, and The Disaster Artist left out.
We both love I, Tonya. I thought it was a fantastic movie. I thought it should have been on there. Margot Robbie was nominated for Best Actress, and Allison Janney for Best Supporting Actress as well. And
if we look in our crystal ball in terms of who's going to clean up an Oscar night, do you have some predictions?
Well, look, I think right now it's really between The Shape of Water and 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. But I would love to see Get Out.
Yeah, let's talk about
Get Out with all the Oscars on March 4th.
Let's talk a little bit about Get Out, because this was a film that was released much earlier in the year. Are you surprised how well it did?
I'm surprised, but there was no better film-going experience I had in the theater in 2017. To be in a crowded theater full of people with those twists and surprises, there was nothing that beat that. And that's why really we go to the movies, and that's why movies matter.
And in the Best Supporting Actor category, we got a nice Canadian representation with Christopher Plummer, one of the biggest stories in Hollywood in the last 6 months. Let's talk about what happened with that role. Yeah,
Chris Plummer comes in after Kevin Spacey got into trouble for sexual assault allegations, and Ridley Scott replaced him with Chris Plummer, his original pick. Chris Plummer knocks it out of the park. He shot his scenes in 10 days at the end of November. And he came in, and really he's in the whole movie, throughout the whole movie. And it's quite a feat for him, actually.
Do you think he has a shot at winning?
You know what? I think his nomination is the prize. I think really it's Sam Rockwell, Woody Harrelson. Those are really the two that I think are really going to... It's going to be between those two to win that award.
Well, let us know what you think of what we had to say here today, either on our Facebook page or on Twitter, and we all look forward to watching the Oscars on Oscar night.